My mate Lukey Hines is here. We're going to be doing a recipe from his brand new book, 5 kilos in 5 weeks. Is it true? Is it possible?
It is very possible, and one thing I wanted to make sure we did in this book is make sure you didn't miss out on some of your favourite foods. So this is an apple cake. It's a healthier version. And what I love about it is that you can have it for morning tea, afternoon tea, or simply a healthy snack for after dinner.
Oh, it's afternoon tea soon, so I'm looking forward to this. I like apple, banana, all of these ingredients together. Very nice. Now what are you doing there?
Starts with the base. So what you want to do is you want to get yourself a fairly ripe banana.
Yep. And the riper the banana, the sweeter it's going to be.
Yeah, and it really is. The riper a banana, the browner, perfect for banana breads.
Yep.
And you get all those natural sugars coming out. And when you are doing this type of cooking, you want to be avoiding those processed and refined sugars, which is why today we're actually going to share the coconut sugar. So I want you to start by doing half with your apples.
Okay.
And that's going to make the top of our cake here today with a beautiful dusting of cinnamon as well. And I'm actually going to incorporate the other half into my mixture here. We've got the egg. We're going to bring that together. Our oil of choice is coconut oil.
A lot of your recipes call for coconut oil.
Yeah, it's really good to heat at higher temperatures.
Yes,
So it means it retains its nutrient value.
It's super versatile too. I mean, like you say, for
really,
baking and
Now, this cake is actually gluten-free, so we've got some gluten-free baking powder,
Great.
some tapioca flour, which is an amazing base for this type of cooking.
Yep.
And then we've also got almond flour, which is becoming more and more common. But almond meal and almond flour are actually two different things.
What? I thought they were the same thing.
Yeah, so the meal actually still has the outside of the almond on it, the skin, making it a bit more of a textured, darker look. Whereas almond flour has gone through one more process where we remove the skin from the almond.
Okay.
And it's really golden and it actually gives you a better result in baking.
Could you use either or?
Either or.
But you said it is a bit better for baking. So
Bit better for
I'll
baking.
follow the rules.
You get a slightly better look and feel.
Fantastic.
So I'm just going to bring this base together,
Okay.
and once it forms a beautiful dough, I'm going to transfer it to this tin, and then you step in with the apples.
So we've got a little bit of cinnamon here too. Does that go into your base? Or
That's you. That's all you. And massage that together really, really well. Now, in the colder months of the year, you might find that your coconut oil is actually quite firm.
Yeah.
So if you need to, you can pre-melt it so it's nice and liquidy and it incorporates a little bit easier. But if you do happen to throw it into your batter, just make sure that you get the back of your spoon or your spatula and really just push it through and make sure you get beautiful all over coverage. What I love about the consistency of this is that it's not so firm that the apples just stay on top. They start to sink in and ooze in. And when you slice into it, you get this beautiful cross-section of the base, then the apples, and then the caramelised ones on top. But I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you're selling it to me, all right? Good.
And I am known to make a lot of chocolate-based desserts. So it's really fun for me even to come into the kitchen and make sure that I'm doing a recipe that actually uses a bit of fruit and isn't always chocolate-based. So
Anything fruit-based for me, I love. All those puddings with the bananas through and the apples. And now that you've added them both together, win-win.
absolutely. And look how easy this was.
So easy.
Like, it takes not much time at all. Look at that. You've done that before.
Oh, this is my favourite part, just spreading it out. And we've placed a bit of baking paper on the base there. That's just going to make it much easier to take out.
Yep. I'm absolutely. It doesn't matter how non-stick they say something is.
Yep.
A little baking paper, a little kind of cupcake paper wrapping makes life and cleaning up a whole lot easier.
Fantastic.
So I want you to get in there and give a beautiful coverage of the apples.
Sprinkle them on.
Some of them will go into the base, some will stay on top, but make sure you get all over coverage.
Fantastic. And this goes into a hot oven. And how long are we going to cook it for, Lukey?
We're going to go 180 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes, just until those apples are caramelised and that base is cooked through.
Luke, this looks fantastic. Those apples have caramelised nicely, but they've also held their shape.
I know, they're so soft and delicious, and that base has risen up and almost given it a really warm hug of deliciousness.
Oh, I love that. Taking it out of the tin.
Do that.
Here we go. I kind of like the idea of serving it on the paper.
It's really rustic and it's warming, and it reminds me of going home to my mum's and having like afternoon tea with a cuppa.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now, I like to go straight down the middle.
Yep.
And then create beautiful little bars.
Yeah.
So just kind of go along and create 4 even bars.
Okay, go for it.
There.
Yeah, it looks lovely and soft. The apples are cooked. I don't like when the apples aren't cooked in an apple cake or an apple slice.
No.
And let's show everyone
Have a
how
look at that.
lovely this is. Oh,
Look at that.
that is a beautiful slice. One for me, one for you. That one's for you.
Why does that always happen that I get the small version?
Look, I feel like you've tested this over and over. You've shot it for the cookbook, and now it's time for me to have a bigger slice.
Let's do it.
Greedy. Cinnamon, apple, and that beautiful, beautiful sliced batter. It just works a treat. So nice. Thank you.
I don't know what you're going to do because I'm taking that with me.
No, that's staying with me.